So picture this. It's 2:17 a.m. You're tired. Broke tired. Not sleepy tired. Phone glowing, bills judging you from the table. And somebody on the internet is yelling, build an app and retire. You roll your eyes. Same. And this is because in your head, apps equals hoodies, Silicon Valley accents, and people who say things like deploy for fun. So you sort of feel like you're not on the same lane with those kinds of people. Meanwhile, you're here like, I barely deploy my laundry. Anyway, let me tell you the truth. Nobody is monetizing properly. You can build a functional app in minutes. Actual minutes. And no, you don't need to code. No, you don't need a tech founder who disappears on you after 2 weeks. And yes, it can pay you forever and ever, quietly, as you mind your own business. Oh boy, don't we all want that? This is the AI side hustle that nobody's talking about. Or, even if people know about it, they don't want you to know about it. They want you to stay in the dark. That I'm here to spill the beans. To spill the beans. But most of all, they don't want to talk about it because it's boring. But little do people know that boring makes money. Before we go deep, quick pause. Hi, I'm Miss Muithathi. I'm a creator, an entrepreneur, and a mom. If my videos give you value, makes you laugh, or gives you a light bulb moment, consider buying me a coffee. Every single coffee helps keep this channel alive. Okay, back to the app. First, let me tell you about the lie people tell or people presume about apps. People think apps have to be big, has to be huge, a lot of work, all hands on deck. They think it has to have millions of users, venture capital, and having some fancy pitch decks. No, I'm here to burst that bubble. The apps that quietly print money are small, tiny, specific, and slightly unsexy. And this is because they're solving micro problems with micro tools, with micro attention span. Baby, that's where you win. So here is how you build an app. I'll give you several steps. Step 1, find a niche. A niche that will make people pay. I insist on that because this is where most people mess it up. They all want to build the next big thing. Stop that. Okay? You're not here trying to impress Twitter. You're trying to solve one problem. That one annoying problem for one tired group of people. So think tools, not platforms. Here are a few examples. An AI resume optimizer that scans job descriptions and rewrites resumes so that they can stop being ignored. Job hunters will pay desperately. Okay? Another example, a social media caption generator for real estate agents. Not everyone, just real estate agents. And this is because they post daily and they hate it. Another example is a personalized meal planner for people with specific goals. Things like weight loss, diabetes, gym bros, or busy moms. Food stress is expensive stress. Another vast example is an AI-powered habit tracker that doesn't guilt trip you, but actually shows you your patterns. And this is because people love self-improvement. They love dashboards even more. Notice the theme. Nobody brags about these apps on podcasts, but people out here are paying. Now that is a sweet spot. Now let's go to step 2, the 5-minute build part. Here is where the magic happens. You don't code, you talk. You use no-code AI builders. You see platforms like Imagined, They literally let you type something like, build an app where users paste a job description and their resume, and the app rewrites it using AI and gives a score. And the app appears, back end, front end, logic. 5 minutes, sometimes less. That is if your Wi-Fi behaves. But if you have Wi-Fi that misbehaves, it will take some time. Okay. Here are some other solid options. Bubble, if you want more control and complexity. Adalo, if you want mobile apps. And Glide, if spreadsheets are your love language. Well, my mild opinion, Emergent feels like cheating, but the good kind of cheating. Now, step 3, building the core, not the empire. This is where your discipline matters. You are building the smallest useful version that does one job with one output. For example, resume app, user pastes text, clicks button, gets result. That's it. No profiles, no social feed, and no coming soon fantasies. Once you do that, connect the app to an AI model. Most builders out here already integrate GPT or Claude. You can design the interface using templates. Once you do that, test it like a paranoid person, okay? Because of course you have to test it because before you put it out for people to start using. Break it yourself before users do. You see me? The first app I ever tried to build, I overthought it so badly that I needed an app. And this is because I wanted animations, levels, notifications, and something like a brand story. Guess how much money it made for me? 0. But it was very pretty, a very stunning failure. We have to learn from somewhere, right? So you out there, learn from my scars. Now, let's go to step 4, the part where the app pays you forever. You like the sound of that, I know. As I said earlier, this is the part where adults separate themselves from dreamers. One thing I need for you to understand is that apps don't pay forever by existing. They pay because of monetization. So you can have several options. 1, subscriptions. This is where you see things like in apps, $9, $14, $29 a month. They are recurring, predictable, boring money, but my favorite. 2, freemium. Free test, paid depth. This is where you limit usage and then you charge for unlimited access. 3, one-time payment with upgrades. This is where a client pays once and then new features that come up later come with an extra cost. And 4, affiliate integration. This is where your app recommends tools. You get to earn when users click. Those quiet commissions, they add up. Here is a little mindset shift for you. You are productizing a service. Something that would normally take you an hour, the app in this instance does it in seconds. And people pay because time is emotional. Now, let's go to the last step. Step 5, where you launch and automate like some lazy genius. My dear, you don't need fireworks, but you can buy and do that for yourself if you have the money. Or if you love drama. Anyway, you don't need fireworks. You need function. Host it through the builder. Sell it, for example, on Gumroad. Drop it on Product Hunt, that is if you're brave enough, or send it to one audience that already trusts you. After that, you then automate AI written blog posts, scheduled social posts, simple landing page with email capture, support, chatbots, calm energy. The goal here is not attention, it's consistency. Here's some real talk. This, the 5-minute app is not get rich overnight nonsense. No. This is build once, improve slowly, get paid repeatedly energy. One app making $300 a month becomes two. Two becomes systems. Systems become breathing rooms for you. And when you have breathing rooms, they change how you think. Well, if you want structure, if your brain is buzzing right now and you're thinking, okay, but how do I organize all this? That's why I built my chaos-proof monthly system, because it's how you plan your income, products, and survival without losing your mind. Link below. And if you want to build wealth step by step, my ebook is also below. Support the channel. Buy me a coffee if you can. Every cup matters more than you know. So here's the final word from me to you. Start small. One idea, one app, one monetization method. 5 minutes to build and years to collect. So tell me, what tiny problem are you finally going to monetize? Because somebody out there is waiting to pay for relief. I'm Miss Muithathi, and I'll see you in my next video.